Scared to death of shaitan. The churches are built that way, to show you God weak, even the messenger of God weak, shaitan strong. Islam comes to correct understanding that shaitan has no power. Allah is powerful. You should fear Allah, not shaitan. And as a result, we rely entirely upon Allah with the barakah and the blessings of the love of Sayyidina Muhammad. That's how we gain Allah's nearness. Not by coming to Allah's no John, He doesn't care for no John. But to come to Allah as Ash-Shaqeen and Sayyidina Muhammad. Now Allah grants an audience and nearness. The attribute in which Allah dresses the servant, generosity, loving, kindness, whatever that attribute that Allah gave to the servant, shaitan's after that attribute. So the life of Tariqa and the role of guidance is to bring the attribute back to Rahman, which the servant fulfills their covenant with Allah. What Allah gave to them, Allah bring it back into the way of Tariqa, bring it back into the way of Sayyidina Muhammad. So alhamdulillah, that bring out the best within the men, a maestro, like someone conducting an orchestra, that you see their beatific skills, the guys who handle the food, they handle it amazingly. The guys who handle organization, they handle it amazingly. The people who have a love for detail and design, they put that in the way of Allah and everything becomes amazingly beatific. So everybody has a God-given skill, but the role of Tariqa is to bring that skill, now give it to Prophet. All our life we gave it to all the other beings on this earth and did so many things in the way of shaitan that had no benefit and nothing that was of an eternal reality. But to do what we do for the reality of Allah, for the love of Sayyidina Muhammad, alhamdulillah. People come to the events and they're amazed. Right? Other organizations, they have to hire people to come and get people to do things. But they say, how do you guys have all these things? And many times they think that we are all hired hands. You know, oh mashallah, this band, how much you pay this band? Pay the band. We've even gone somewhere they gave me a tip. I thought I was like a rotating reciter. He gave a tip to all. I said, mashallah, nice, not fun. And then we went to another place and they thought that you guys how much you pay the kitchen people? I said, what kitchen people? That guy leads a major insurance company, the other guy's a high-tech IT person. All our people are super professional in their industries. We pay anybody in the kitchen. So they're astonished at how do you get these sort of people who have all these different backgrounds and careers serving. So the greeters at the door, who are they? Like professional, hostesses? I said, no, this is, all businessmen, all professional people. And they're putting their skill and their love for Prophet in action. And this is the amazing miracle. A miracle, because anytime you want to do something for yourself or for professional work, how much thousands you have to spend just to hire this guy, hire that person, hire this thing. Or you go out to a restaurant, you want to eat and they give you a $400 bill and it was not but 1 kebab, 2 kebab and 3 kebab for 4 people. But as soon as you come in Allah's way, what happens? Allah brings like a feast from paradise. You keep coming so much, you say, I can't eat anymore. I'm trying to take the barakah that I possibly can, but I'm unable to devour that much barakah. You see, the tables overflowing, and Allah is giving into the Qur'an that will send you from tables of ni'mat overflowing. And people don't understand. People don't understand what that means, the tables that are overflowing and the bounty of Allah overflowing. You see it every day in the Tariqa. The Ahl al-Dhikr, when they come together, they're the guests of Allah. And as a result, you see Allah's ni'mat and favors. So the tables filled with food, with the coffees and teas and juices. This is a sign for you that you keep doing what you're doing with the love of Prophet. In the end, where do we end up? Inshallah, the table of Prophet. Bounties flowing. because this life we lived in the way of love and ishq and companionship. This is merely just a reflection of the real companionship. We're all at the feet of Sayyidina Muhammad and Allah serving us from His divinely bounty for all of eternity. Little bit of sacrifice in this world, we'll say, oh, I won't spend it on this, but I'll put it towards this. Just little bit of sacrifice from a lot of people, it lasts for all of eternity, all of eternity. Where we sit for all of eternity at the feet of Prophet ﷺ. That's something that can't be understood, can't be imagined, and only will be realized by the people who at least make tafakkur, because they get a sense of what's happening in that world of life, or they take their last breath and they just, as they're entering into the grave, they open their eyes, they see the beatific lights of Prophet ﷺ to greet them. That you spent in your life your love for me, you sacrificed for me, you raised this banner of love and ishq for me, I'm here to greet you into your grave and bring you now towards the heavens. So we want to stop any type of difficulty, any type of accounting, and this called intercession of Prophet. This is something we can't imagine. You can't put a dollar value on it, you can't put a time value on it, it's just something incomprehensible. But whom Allah guides, truly guides, because you're getting all these blessings, we don't even know where it came from. When we recite the Naat, it says that we don't know how Sarkar, Sarkar, they would give like a worker's understanding, that my boss, I don't know how all these blessings came, but my boss is great.
SubhanAllah.
He raised me, he lifted me, and I didn't do anything. I just loved him and he lifted me, lifted me. And now people think I'm special. And I don't know why. It's not special, it's just because you've been granted an honor from the love of Prophet ﷺ. That's why we said what is the dress of our reality. The honor of our reality is not our financial statements. The honor of our reality is the lights that Prophet ﷺ has dressed upon ourselves. So that's these types of jihad. This is jihad al-akbar. That to take a busy life, a dunya life, stop everything and say, no, we're going to do Mawlid. Because we do it differently than other people. If you've ever been associated with what they call masjids today, they're not masjids. They're associations of political organizations run by non-Muslim people, seem like. They have a businessman as a board and they block you from having the mics. So this is not the houses of Allah. Their system of doing things is that we're going to make a majlis, a shura, a committee, and we're going to have these 10 different organizations, and each organization is going to commit to 3 tables, 4 tables, 5 tables. It will take them, it takes them an immense amount of time to organize something. And then they organize it based on its profitability. Are we going to get the money back? Are we going to do like that? Why would we do that if it's not profitable? Because the businessmen, they work for the Prophet, P-R-O-F-I-T. Make sure we don't spell wrong. But no, we work for P-R-O-F-H-E-T. P-H. Prophet. So we work for a different master. And as a result, our responsibility is, okay, in Sharat coming, that these gentlemen can handle that event. Who signed the paper? Who signed the paper? Leave it to Allah to figure out who's going to pay for it. Just they needed my signature, so we said, can we sign? We're going to do it. And alhamdulillah, Allah determines who's going to sign, who's going to pay, who's going to fund, who's going to do everything. Even the guests, we say, okay, all these people, they're going to come, they're committed to come, but their bad intention and desire to sabotage and whatever shaitan plays into their head to, say you're going and then don't show up, maybe it'll collapse because you think you're great. It's not working that way, because Allah is just saying, I didn't invite them anyways, don't worry about it. There's nothing for you to be worried about. Who I invited, they will show up, because Allah is the owner of the hearts of people.
SubhanAllah.
And we saw in the other section, there were a whole bunch of people in difficulty. He said, Sheikh, I came from a long distance. I flew from a long distance. I have all these people on FaceTime, they're asking me to come to see your face would be here and see their du'as and hear the du'as. So alhamdulillah, Allah is the one who grants the dua. Allah just wanted you to come to show your love, and He's going to dress you from whatever Allah wants to dress you. So even whom we invite all our lives, because we have to do something, we invite everybody. But the guest list already been made in paradise.
SubhanAllah.
So that's the important thing. Somebody doesn't show up, this is disappointing because I thought you were on the guest list, but Allah knows best. So whom Allah wants to show up, they're entitled to that rahmah, that mercy. So this is the amazing nature of these events. There's no majlis, there's no board, there's nobody analyzing anything. If the sharat comes, they do it, it's done, and Allah will send whom He loves, to receive the ni'mat and the love of prophets. That's what it is. That's always amazing nature. People get nervous, Shaykh, they said they're coming, they're not coming, Shaykh, they're not opening the mic, they're not opening this. It's okay. You know, the masjid we were last night, 2 feet away was the house of the people who were supposed to be running. They weren't invited. They think something else about themselves, they're very clever. But in reality, no. The invitation from heavens didn't come to you and you're 10 feet away. But it came to somebody 5,000 miles away. They drove all the way to come into these events. So this is Quran saying, we give whom we want, not who you want. Yes. All of us are under that category. We all wanted somebody. We thought maybe this one is going to come. And that's where we cried last night, because you're opening in your heart that the people, that we're going to always be invited. The people you love are going to be invited. But the invitation comes from Allah. You just have to pray that Allah, please keep inviting me.
Ameen.
Keep me under faith, keep me under hazard, keep me under your happiness. And inshallah, that way of happiness is based on love of Prophet. We may do Islamically things that are da'if or weak, or we make mistakes, it's not a problem. Our way is the way of love of Prophet. Show your love for Sayyidina Muhammad in every opportunity you have, and let Prophet take the case to Allah. Ya Rabbi, please forgive this one. He's trying his best to love me, to support me, to get my nazar and to get my attention. And without a doubt, the King of all the created universes, his voice to Allah is accepted. His dua to Allah 100%, 1000%, 1,000,000% accepted. So this is the greatest gift that Allah gave to us, is the intercession and the love and the nearness to Sayyidina Muhammad. Muhammadan Mustafa, تفسير سورة الفاتحة. شهر ياسين الكريم. يا